All right. So best place to grab a bite in Hamilton.
There it is.
Yeah.
It depends on the mood. Like I really enjoy, we talked about the diversity of Hamilton earlier. I've always said this, that in neighborhoods that have often been left as being like tough neighborhoods or whatever, they always have the best food, the most authentic food. Obviously we have a big pizza culture here. There's a bunch of really good pizza restaurants. I do love, Middle Eastern food. I'm a Luluna Express guy. You know what I mean? It's right by the hospital. You know how it is. But you go down the street, you can find, on Barton Street, you got lots of Portuguese rotisserie type places. I love Chard. I hope that they make their way back after the fire. There's just so much diversity here. Ja Nice, a little Caribbean Jamaican restaurant off of Tisdale.
Okay.
You go in, you see her, she'll hook it up with the oxtail or the jerk. Giuseppe's, a little tiny Italian restaurant that literally looks like you're walking into somebody's house. Valentino's. I love the lasagna at Valentino's. So there's all types of options here. Yeah.
Favorite spot to visit?
In Hamilton?
Hamilton's
home.
Yeah.
One of the sacrifices we make in this work is we spend a lot of time away from our family. And there's nothing more grounding for me than coming back to my home right here in Hamilton. I say that because, we have a responsibility to our children and our next generations. And there's still an effort by people from outside of our community. I'll be very frank with you. Liberal and Conservative candidates live, one in Toronto, one in St. Catharines. And for me, it's very special to come back to this place that I serve after being in Ottawa, being grounded by my family, being held accountable by community, showing up for community. Again, the best asset here are the people, and that's what makes Hamilton special. I actually think Hamilton, in a lot of ways, serves as not just a canary in a coal mine when times are tough, but it serves as a game plan for when our backs are against the wall. How we can come together as a community, take care of one another, should set an example for communities across the country. Things are likely to get tougher. We're going to need community resilience. And the best way to do that is through solidarity with people, showing up for people, extending the love that you have for your family, your neighbor, just a little bit further. Maybe it's the neighbor you don't know, right? Maybe it's the person who's living in an encampment. Maybe it's the person who's having a heck of a time because they're, in active drug use. Those are still our people. We need to be there for them. And I know, in other situations, other people are there for us.
Absolutely. Most important message you want Hamilton Centre to know about you?
I'm deeply committed to this city. And the strength that we draw in the work that we do, it does come from community. I want people to know that I don't take anybody for granted. I want people to know that if they're alone and they're feeling isolated and afraid, I understand that's okay. The best way to overcome that is to be involved in things in your community and take that power back. I think in some ways people are looking externally for someone coming to save them. I'll never say that that person is me, but I do know that together we can save ourselves, right? It's not going to be Mark Carney. It's not going to be Pierre Poilievre. In this moment, it's likely not going to be our leader either. But collectively as a country, we can come together. We must come together. It has to be beyond just wrapping ourselves in the flag. It has to be about creating a more aspirational, compelling alternative for the future of the country. One that I think draws on core Canadian values, aspirational values. We're not perfect as a country. To take care of one another, to be empathetic, to be honest brokers of peace, diplomacy, and human rights around the world, to take care of our workers and our working class and distribute the economy in a way that's for the common good and not this concentration of wealth that we've seen in this country. And so that's my commitment. And I'm hoping that at the end of the month, if given the opportunity, I can go back to Ottawa. I don't know what's going to happen on the 28th, but on the 29th, I plan on going back to Ottawa and continuing to fight for the working class here.
I hope so too.
Thank you so much.
I can't thank you enough for coming by today and supporting healthcare and the people of Hamilton, Hamilton Centre, all of us. I truly appreciate it.
Awesome.
And we will rally together. And
yes, we will.
The fight, right?
Yeah, we'll drop off those lawn signs. We'll get ready to roll.
Yes, please.
Absolutely.
Do, yeah.